Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Teresa. Today I'm looking at Klarity Kosmetics Magic Lamp Palette, which is inspired by Aladdin. And you can actually tell that by a lot of the shade names, but yeah, this is what it looks like. Now I do have an affiliate code with Klarity. It's Teresa, Teresa. It'll get you 5% off. I make a little bit of a commission. Everyone's happy. You all go home. It's wonderful. Anyways, this whole video is looking at that particular palette and doing swatches, a tutorial of this look, and giving you an overall review. So what do I think of it? Is it worth it? So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then do please keep on watching. Sometimes you just want to dress like a celebrity. And today I am the Cookie Monster. So apt. Anyways, let's try the Klarity Kosmetics Magic Lamp. It is very shimmer heavy, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes out of 12. So it'll be interesting. Just dipped into a duochrome there, and that was okay. Right, let's try. So we have 3 Wishes, Genie, Magic Carpet, and A Friend Like Me. Okay, I will say I'm really glad they put quite a few shimmers, and I know that sounds really weird because normally I like a kind of half and half mix, but oh damn, their shimmer kind of formula is amazing. Right, we then have Set You Free, gorgeous, A Whole New World, Diamond in the Rough, Street Rat. Yeah, I mean obviously it's Aladdin themed, so you know. And then the very last 4 shades. Oh, they're nice. We have Whoa, look at that pigment. That's good. Make a Wish, which is a duochrome. That's nice. Do You Trust Me? Oh, sorry, it makes me think of the film. And Happy Ending. Well then, wellity. Anyways, you know the drill. I'm gonna feck off now and do a look with this. So, yay! I'm having a great time with the angular cheilitis. It's fantastic. Can recommend to everyone. Anyways, I'm taking a BH Cosmetics brush. It's the number 7, and I'm going into the shade A Whole New World. I'm sorry, I hate myself too. It is what it is. Anyways, this is kind of not quite a pastel blue, but you can see quite nice and pigmented. Does turn up pretty early on, which I appreciate. And I did use every single shade in the palette. So I assume that I'm gonna get some sort of a trophy, you know? I'll be told, oh my god, Teresa, you're the best. You're so amazing. So I'm just bringing it over there, but you can see nice amount of pigment. And yes, I am working it all the way up into the brow, because even the brows deserve eyeshadow. You know? That's it. That's that bit. I'm now taking a Morphe JS13 and I'm going into this yellowy shade. It's called A Friend Like Me. So I never bother taking the plastic off the mirrors because I never use them. And I'm just popping that there and kind of bringing it up a little bit. And you can see the two blend together really, really well to make a brand new shade of green, because there was no green. You know how I feel about green, so I needed it to happen. So there you go. But it does show that the shadows are very, very blendable and do work together really, really quite well. So I'm just going to take a little bit more, because you know, why not? I can do what I like. Now I thought this would have more glitter in it because it looked like it did in the pan, but it's very, very light. So it's primarily a matte yellow with a little bit of glitter. I thought it was going to be more shimmery, but there you go. Going in with the BH brush again, and I'm going back into A Whole New World. And I'm just going to shimmy between the two, like that, because I can. Cece's screaming at the door, being all like, you don't love me, you're the worst mama. And I'm like, cat, you can't get my attention all the time. Using the JS13 and going back into A Friend Like Me. And just shimmy shimmy, back and forth. Ah yes, she's singing me the song of her people. Oh, I heard a hiss. I should probably rescue her. Give me a second. I got Cece, we're fine now, it's all good. Anyways, the next thing I do is take this Spectrum B11 and I go into the shade Do You Trust Me? Do you? I mean, when you think about it, he did compulsively lie to her. It would have been a bit weird for her to trust him. We won't go into it too much. This is obviously based on Aladdin. I will say I actually quite enjoyed the live action film of Aladdin, which I didn't think I would, because most of the live action films, don't come for me, in Disney have been absolutely terrible, because they've been remakes of much beloved films. But I like that they kind of changed things around with Aladdin, so, you know, I'll let them off. They're okay. They can survive. They will be allowed to continue to live. Decent pigmentation on this. I decided not to put my fringe back for now because it is actually quite short and it isn't really getting in the way, so hope you're enjoying that, you know. Quality content. You're welcome. But yeah, it gives you a decent amount of pigmentation, like nothing absolutely dreadful there. It packs on pretty well. Now, I find if you stamp it on, don't get me wrong now, the mattes are good, but I don't think the mattes are where this palette shines. Actually, the shimmers. So that's why I was kind of glad it was primarily shimmers, which is very, very weird for me. I know. Even as I'm saying it, I'm like, Teresa, are you well? Taking the BH brush again and I'm going back into A Whole New World, which is the blue, and I'm going back and forth between the two here. Swishy, swishy, blendy, blendy. But do you see how well this actually blends? Like absolutely no effort, which is exactly how I like things. Cause I'm a lazy bee. Then I'm just taking this Lois Cosmetics brush and I'm going into the shade, this is very pigmented. It's a nice dark purple. Now I think, I kind of wish they could maybe had a black instead. And the reason why I'm saying that is if you mix the blue and that sort of red shade, you can get a purple out of it. And Clarity's shadow do actually blend so well together, so you don't have to worry about that, which I do appreciate. So they're really bloody good for that. Just packing it on, swishy swishy, blendy blendy. I am doing releases and rants tonight with the lovely Anna, who is a friend and Patreon of mine, and the theme is technically meant to be Christmas glam. Or not, holiday glam. I'm like, this is kind of holiday glam, right? Like this is vaguely on topic. Meh. It's my channel, I can do what I like. I want to play with this palette, so there you go. That's what you get. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Elena will know what I mean. Going into the Spectrum B11, going back into that red shade again, and just swishing between the two. And using the Lois Cosmetics brush and going back into Let's just go back and forth a little on that. Way! I am now taking a Sigma E36 and I'm going into the shade Magic Carpet and I'm just going to pop it along here. And just blend it, really. Just give it a little bit more of a soft edge. I will kind of be working a little bit more with that so we don't have to worry too much. You can see it just kind of softens it ever so slightly. And then I'm just taking a Morphe M506 and I'm going into the shade Three Wishes, which I kind of feel like they could have done without that particular shade. But it's pretty decent to blend it out a little bit further because it kind of matches my skin tone, but it won't for everyone, so I think that's one thing I would have changed a little bit about the palette. I am taking the Sigma E30 and I am going into the shade Diamond in the Rough, which is a gold sort of shade, and I'm just popping that here just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And then I'm taking a Morphe M562 and going into the shade Happy Ending, which when I showed this to Sahil, he was like in a massage parlor, and I was like, no, here, get mind out of the gutter. He's disgraceful, absolutely disgusting. So I'm just kind of sweeping it up a bit like that and just working it up like that. But pretty pigmented when you consider the brush that I'm using, because that's meant to like blend and really softly do it, but it's still packing on quite a bit. So a little goes a long way with this particular shade. Oh yes, the next thing is I have this Cash Beauty brush and I'm going into the shade Street Rat. Scoundrel, take that. Sorry. I'm just gonna put it like this. I see how it gives you that lovely shine, and I'm just putting it out there like that. Because, you know, why not? It's my channel, I can do what I want. So what I'm going to do now is just off camera cut the crease, and we'll be back to finish off the rest of it. Okay, we're back for the rest of it. I'm using this Zoeva 238 because it is love, it is life, and I'm going into this amazing shade. It's called Set You Free. Now I will say the palette does come with a brush, but I'm not really that bothered about it, if I'm honest. They don't really look like my kind of thing, but that is just me being me. I don't love when palettes have brushes, but I know that for some people it's like a must. But for me, not so much. Not so much. I kind of wish they hadn't included that and maybe brought down the price like $1 or $2. That would have been helpful, but that's again just me being pernickety. You can see, hopefully, because this has this beautiful, beautiful reflect. It's so pretty. I'm just packing that on. And because it's such a pale colour, it is kind of tricky-ish to get on and have it be seen. So what I did then was just take this silicone sort of a brush thingy and just packed it like that. Oh dear. Oh well, I guess that's just my life now. Done covered in this gorgeous shade. I need them to make a big pan of this so that I can just like immerse myself in it. Because that is... And if you don't agree with me, I'm sorry, there's something very, very wrong with you and I'm worried. I am taking then this Lost Cosmetics brush, can't help it, love them, and I'm going into the shade Genie, which is that one there, and kind of putting that, layering it a little bit on top of that. Oh, oopsies. Took a lot of it. Oh, but look at it. Look at it in all of its glory. Just being gorgeous. Just sitting there doing its own thing. Being a beautiful blue. Like I said, I think where they come out the best is in terms of their shimmers. Like they could do an all shimmer palette and I will buy that. Because I know that I would enjoy it. There's just something about their shimmer formula. One of my favourites. Then I'm taking a Jessup 237, I believe. I'm going into... which shade? Yes, Make a Wish. So it's sort of a duochrome shade. So it's a pink to purple to gold type thing. So I suppose multi-chrome more than duochrome. But I'm popping that on. You can see it. That's, oh, so pretty. So pretty. You may live in my life forever. Like, You try and tell me that isn't nice. Taking this, the same brush again, and I'm actually going to go into the 2 shades here. So that's Make a Wish and Uh-Oh. Because I find that if you put the 2 of them together, it really makes them pop. See? So I'm like super impressed with that. I think that's so pretty. And then I'm just taking this Morphe M562 and I'm going between these shades here just to really smoosh them out a bit. If you're wondering about the glitter liner, it is OPV and it's the shade Flashlight. Ugh, I need to get all of their liners. All of them, I tell you. I'm just picking up a little bit of Genie, which is a blue, and just swishing it back and forth. Just to give it a bit more kajunk. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Put you over there as well too. Why not? In for a penny, in for a pound, you know? I'm just putting that through the colour switch. And then I'm going to go between these. So I'm actually going to pick up the, I think it was 3 Wishes. Just pop that there. So it's a bit more of a gradual. Then I am using this BH Cosmetics, the number 6, and I'm going into Uh-Oh, so that's that dark shade again. And I am just popping it here and just blending, furiously blending. But you can see it kind of is coming together a little bit more. Hopefully. And if not, just use your imagination. Imagine what somebody who has actual talent could do with this palette. Imagine what Tia could do with this. Imagine what Nessa could do with this. Or Elena. Or any number of people, really, who aren't me. But sure, look, it's grand. Gives you a nice level of depth. It's funny, anytime I think of Klarity, I think of my lovely friend Shalina, because she just loves the brand and she's like one of the people who like really introduced me to them. So it is nice to have like a little association with a brand in that way. So I'm taking the Sigma E36 and I'm going into Magic Carpet, which is that purple, and just gonna pop it along there and blend. Slowly blend, casually blend. Don't ask any questions that are too difficult for me to answer. And then I'm taking the M506 and I'm going into 3 Wishes, which again, kind of feel like we could do without in a way. Whatever. Just pop you along there to really blend a little further, so that it isn't quite so stark, one would hope. Taking this Cash Beauty brush and I'm going back into the shade Street Rat. Scandal, take that. And I'm just gonna swish it around here. There we go. And I'm gonna take this BH brush again and go back into Uh-Oh, just to build it a little bit further. Because you can never have too much depth. That's what she said. That's it, that's the whole thing. So I'm going to feck off now and finish the rest of my face and we'll come back and discuss. Okay, I'm back. So I've finished off the rest of my face and I did try, by the way, Lois's new products as well. So there's the lip liner in Call Me and a lip gloss in the shade Office Politics, I think. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all coming soon, so exciting times. I will zoom you in now to the eyes so you can see what I did. So as you can see, I kind of brought the yellow down under kind of the waterline. Yeah, it's a very purpley, bluey, kind of shimmery look. I like it. I'll take off the glasses so you can see it a bit better. Yeah, I mean, it all worked really well, I think. Okay, so let's have a little chat about this palette. So it is Klarity Cosmetics. If you are interested in it, I do have an affiliate code. It will get you 5% off and I'll get a little bit from it. So it's just Teresa, T-E-R-E-S-A. It's down in the description box if you're interested. Anyways, that aside, let us discuss this palette. I've already destroyed it. There's setting powder and stuff on it because I'm a messy bitch. Okay. This shade, I need it in a huge pan to just cover my entire body because that is effing beautiful. Like, what even is that? Like, it's amazing. I would have liked this to have been a little bit more shimmer heavy, but it was fine. Genie is exceptionally special. Found the dark blue shimmer very pigmented. This kind of more pale blue, super pigmented, worked really well. They all blend really well, so you can actually use these to create different tones, different colors, which is, in my opinion, great. I wish this shade was not in here. I know I said that already, but there you go. And I did like this shade. It did work really well, but I question the utility of it when you have these two shades in here, which do blend out to be maybe 2 or 3 tones lighter than this. But all in all, pretty darn good. I would give this, I think, maybe a 9.5 out of 10. Now, the reason why I'm taking the 0.5 off is I don't need that colour, don't want it in there, and I would have preferred if there wasn't like a brush in there. Now, that's me being me. I have a million brushes. Like, I have a lot of brushes. I brought, I think, about maybe 50 brushes with me back to my parents' house, and that was just like me picking my absolute favourites. So I don't need more. But that's the reason why I'm taking a 0.5 off, but I think it was absolutely superb. It is tricky, like a tricky sort of a colour story, so you may need to reach in for another palette for that, but I personally don't mind that. I think it's really nice. But yeah, I'm very happy to recommend it. I thought it was really beautiful. But that's it. That's the end of the video. Do please like, comment and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you can see more videos. And do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up. Don't be gross. But that's it. That's the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.